On Sunday, August 11th, President Paul Kagame was sworn in as president of Rwanda for another term at a filled-to-capacity Amahoro Stadium. 22 African heads of state and government, as well as several vice presidents and prime ministers, graced the occasion. As ceremonies go, it was up there among the very best, colourful and joyful. Rwandans are used to that and hardly comment much on it, partly due to modesty, but also because it has come to be expected, but they are certainly quietly proud of it, perhaps best to let others, wowed by the experience, talk about it. One journalist from a neighbouring country tweeted, "Do we now say ext? Sounds ugly about the exceptional organisation and order. With seamless management of all attendees, a well-executed program within 2 hours, and impeccable protocol for all media, delegates and VIPs. That is the testimony of an outsider. Among many, not the bragging of a Rwandan unthinkable. Note his choice of what stood out. He did not say it was a ceremony full of colour, pomp and pageantry. Rwandans do not do pageantry, certainly not the extravagant sort. Just enough spectacle to make the ceremony exciting and memorable, right duration to maintain interest, and correct balance between atmosphere and substance of the celebration. The result is a sleek, efficient, but equally entertaining ceremony. Perhaps that comes from learning to do more with less. No extra frills, essentials only, just the right amount to arouse interest and excitement, and enjoyment of the moment. Nothing to burden anyone with too much colour and clatter and talk." Sunday's presidential inauguration had all that and more. The event as a whole and the inauguration address had a lot in it for everyone. For Rwandans, it was the usual. No extravagant promises in the new term, but more hard work and no complacency. It was a call to stay the course, focus on progress and determine their future. It was a big thank you from the president for continued trust in him and their hard work. They reciprocated with their own thank you for his leading them to where they are today. It was a renewal of a pact of trust and commitment to Rwanda and its future, to maintain unity and vision. To friends and partners, it was a pledge of continued cooperation. Rwanda is a reliable friend and partner, steadfast in its commitments to Africa and the well-being of fellow Africans, and rightful place of the continent in the world. There was useful advice for those who choose to destabilize others, deny people their rights, and cause all manner of injustice. Rwanda will not be a bystander or onlooker. Indeed, all Africans should not permit this sort of thing. The president's inauguration was also a rebuke to the collection of naysayers who have made it their mission to criticize Rwanda's every action. I am sure they must have watched the ceremony on the telly or other online devices. They always do. Pore over every document, scan every statement, study every gesture, watch every move to see if they can find fault, and finding none, invent one. Did they see the thousands of joyful Rwandans in attendance? Hear the deafening cheers when President Kagame entered the arena or when he spoke? They surely could not have missed the excitement of the 21-gun salute, military parade and helicopter flypast. If they saw and heard all this, do they still think those thousands of Rwandans were herded into the stadium and ordered to cheer? No gloomy faces or disgruntled noises. If they are delusional, of course, which they certainly are. They must have seen the long line of fellow heads of state and other high-level dignitaries make their way to the venue, take the salute on arrival and on to their seats. I wonder what they make of that. Dragged there by the dictator. He must be so powerful to haul half of the continent's top leaders and the other half of the next tier to Kigali to witness his inauguration as president. They will invent reasons, as they usually do. The truth, however, is different. Their presence in such large numbers is a reflection of two things mainly. One, it is proof of Kagame's standing among his peers. He is respected for his achievements at home, his principles and convictions, and commitment to Africa. Two, it is to honor a country that has shown that, with the will, determination, and right leadership, everything is possible. Rwanda has also become a champion of the Pan-African ideal, without making much noise about it. No need for that, its actions are loud enough. The inauguration went very well. Rwandans got a deserved day of the day after. Today it is back to work. The hard work towards a future we want, that President Kagame promised.